online.com. Africana Radio Modern Ghana Kase3 na mo Facebook Live. Sikka FM 895 Live. YouTube ya Sikka FM 895 Official. TikTok ana esi at Sikka FM. Enyimere insama ya desum no de makotene bi enie. Oswafo a wo hwe nwumasua ho nsam eso Honorable Harry na Disu. Adi atu dwasa wonim sa sukusu ni bi wo horma nkonwa tata akura nkwada ne nya bi ntina so ni nyina da ewo mo nhyehyɛ mu a ɔmo abɛhwɛ aye ni nyina.
Ghana National Association of Teachers so catch wo nwa wa kyerɛkyerɛfo so obi ahwɛ na wafa no ho akɔhyɛ bibia mu a yɛbɛtwena so ɛso hwɛtwerɛ brɛ mu.
Ɛni amanfo do mo wa he mo ntini asotwe ndi ɔmo nsa bɛka. West Africa Examination Council for the ababetu dwasa vigilators makomakom yensa na sese ya kye wo mo.
Abani so edia tu dwase nyame adom a July bosumi a eba besim ni de kan na 24-hour economy policy no ye ba be.
Mrashabe dwamo chame Right Honorable Abansama na Kase3 6Pm ade atu dwase enu asema si ye o mrashabe dwafie Dr. Nana ye free ye ene ye first deputy speaker ntem no o onfane ma committee bia o ma abesiesi
eyerifo enkabo mu ko guta ne fe wa asante mantam hanso abanan akwa kumasema Honorable Richard Ofori Ajimai Bodi.
And somewhere near for be and you may a cynical so. If it is sitting in Emodia some, I can count for a me. 19 year bar, me a fumwa kafina, mene.
Ajwa nyako apronoma.
Track 1, Igina Soba.
Sikka FM, track 1, Yan Yakoro, 89.5, Sikka FM.
Sikka FM 89.5. Yes, Suma Santimai. Sikka FM 89.5. Yes, Suma Santimai.
Yes, Suma Santimai, Ghana Maya, we are singing our Kanwafe, Yemura, Esumimo, and Kase. And a Yenyanoma, and a Mankuma. One more action, so here, the kind of my this year, and so my this year consumer. One more action, so here, naturally, as in BC, you know, are my reporters of Bobo Yamania, near me, Koso Kama, they wanted Yamia Dum, and Yama Kwakama. Now, so far, we're sharing Momasia some so Honorable Harry na Idrisu. Waba Pro, Aquasram, of Friday Bia, was so Munkran, so be a new moon free anymore. Now, when you're in her entrance, so here, no sense of P. Anymore, where ya chrono or barbaye, ain't it? Or must answer her way, Emuna Bamnemum, Omunya Kukudro, and Fanchre. And what she Anna Orchester School, Snibo Orma, and Konya Motate, Sonia Cra, Nina, was she shemwa, one more air barber said by a school set to Sano, helping Pom Kunyani be a day ama woman. And what she watches say, I never do what you for can send sir, so I no crow much and will come here naturally, and Quada, one more enim computer, who near Mamutmi did Jumadi Siadia. Anyone near Jam, free and no computer, no chromo will be that Dabia Bukum, and about the Sonquani at Yachro, so calling me a noon, and one more years away, and now, Honorable Harry do say, and also so cry a dear, and that person, Omo Baba has said by ya, and so cool so who do any computers in any home crony bedding in a ever compare, but first try, but my woman, Ebi, Honorable Harry Idrisu. Okay, I just also.
Yako Ghana National Association of Teachers as a chef for Kawamuko Nats. Akachiye yenim se ene na BC so hetro no efrasia ya kase adusuafo no omudimienu akwakogu kama echese ho nsɛmwa na natefo ekacho omunwanum achochofo se abra akoba ne se no hwe no bia nya na adwene se ode ne ho ekwakohye ne boni esembi anase okoye de bia ene emra hodo a ebo ya so hetro ho nsɛm yemai so ebo ebra na trofo epenye de manas yewra Thomas Musa wono ene osi so etre se wo se kofan koboko ebetwodi nyina bewie no na ya ante asemboni bia ba bi so cheche ni bi ekotro bibi edigu pipa so commodi so ni bi so onye nko so ntro BC so hwe no o se ekobasa emwa nti omo de omo ka cho wunwa no ma cheche fo nyina so obi anhya no so na de o kira kwada no aja anu ma no kotera wa won ntro okaya no atro wazumi atro so ono akasa ne jijireje nya afei ene okwa ha ho akosa dwon so dan so kankan chocho pipa de akototo ama nkoda alpha baby wo se ya che wamra no eno ebedi nat secretary Thomas Musa.
To the teachers, please, all the things that you have to do, you have done, and it ended yesterday. Please, today, back off. Leave the students alone. Let them go and answer the questions to the best of their abilities. Leave them and let them go and account for what is requested of them. And let's leave the rest. And like I have said, the BEC is certainly not the last stop. And also let me call the attention of WAEC, be the custodians of the exams. We need to tell them that please make sure that everything, the kind of materials that are needed, security arrangement and all that, everything is in place to ensure that we have examination free from any hitches or problems. That at the end of the day we will have cancellations of papers. No, we don't want to hear anything like that, which will also bring to the fore other challenges, tensions, and problems. We don't want to hear. Sometimes these things can even end up in court. Let everything end up in examination room.
For Penny the Magana National Association of Teachers, Yera Thomas Musa.
Yanta Kasabano asone mom so hane twen ho nsama na yewom West Africa Examination Council e de baba to just e omachi invigilators makom yensa ya chese wo munyina ye nkofo a exams a ekoso yi wo mo aye ye niema bia ensam fata wo mo abuso mranti ya che wo mo na wo mo chese mantam yensa ene che wo mo adu mo free mu ya che ba ko obono is ahafo ena ba konso ye che no e Greater Accra region wo mo nyina eye nkofo a wo mo invigilate nenso wo mo pese wo mo de aponi ade ekoma nkoda no asese ya che wo me no ena wa yek for hs enso he na ye nuanom kuma no etwere no o mani die kire pa yo mbe hese wo bi amfa kuntina se emfa po emfa nkonkoma bofre bria na kasama for edema wa yek John Kapi entiena.
Yes, we've had incidents where some invigilators were picked up at some of the centers for taking snapshots of the question papers. I think so far we've had about 3 of them, and they have been handed over to the police. We are still monitoring all the centers just to ensure that everybody is complying with the rules. We've had one from Bono East. There's one also from the Ahafu region, all within the Bono enclave. So far, these are the ones that we have received reports on. Then we also had one here in the Greater Accra region.
Enti ora John Capino no na vigilator won fa paper na nya hwia wo twa ne picture aye den adwene be ne ho tribunti a wo twa ne picture nti ne pictures no mago yutwo da ya chewo mi
ya to akase wore so de amount na ye nyina ye nim se e bo so ba ko aban a wa bai wo sha Ghana for ye so ba or the policy be was here the 24-hour economy. It is a human who do a baba ye juma 24 hours say. It is a big one pa. No my almost shift we are now for fraba to aso. Aha, te said ya bruchre a coso honwan and ne. Abanwa kasa Ghana horticultural expo jumedie asem na wana Ghana mapani John Dramani Mahama editor Ghana fo nyina nimsa Ghana fo nyame ya adomu a July bosumi ayeba besimu eni dedi kan na abino 24-hour economy policy no eba be frase na asem de wo ho ene se abino Kase3 6Pm ene takrade port no ebe eno so ebe 24-hour economy initiative ni mu bia hon so kwa ube wo se free July 1st eko eno so ebe ye adwuma 24 hours na mampanyi say sa 24-hour economy we no ye game changing strategy we no ebo abesesa niema ye mayimo ebebo am economy no akonkan na afei niema wodo bi atumi yakase atumi dua ye ho adwuma ye mayimu ye baya ye ni bebre ye wia ya sample di bia kwa manone a kire se enye asam ketwa o se ebiti se pineapple vegetable sani afei akuafo wo so abanu awodro mo ye ni nyina ese ebekwa internet na ni nyina ye ba ba ye ne kama and 24-hour economy no ensa so na afei ye de akowia se edwaman so ye take amampanyi John Dramani Mahama.
We're also implementing a game-changing strategy, the 24-hour economy initiative. to unlock Ghana's productive potential across all sectors. And I'm pleased to announce that on July 1st, the 24-hour initiative policy will be ready to go into operation. This policy will provide the framework for continuous production, processing and logistics in horticulture. It allows perishable goods like pineapples, mangoes, chilies and herbs to move swiftly from the field to ports to international shelves, minimizing losses and maximizing value.
And yet, Ghana Mampany John Dramani Mahama, Yeshanimo, sir 24-hour economy no July Bosmi, dear enemy, and it kind a better one summer before say, Abayachuma, Ababa Ghana Manfuina.
Eleka sabano kopiemo awamra shebe dwemana awamra shebe dwefie wabra na first deputy speaker of parliament honorable here for eti edwemo and doctor nana yawo ayu free esode so person make statement bi efa anase for no wo strike a wo makono eho doctor nana yawo ayu free we ranking member e head committee of parliament into sorry no and watch say anase for strike yo makoya omuka we na ban na beka we ni ade no asase ya manyosem free mu ne ka sam ne sade tie na penepom asibere sata atamehye amafo ho kire wo pa mafo yade ababeja omo so omo kwa nurse fo bi eni ho no wo ho kire wo pa nti ade no yempere pom asibere speaker sabre no atedwam kwa mbese opani atedwam wopani atedwam se dabi wo bia beka ho asem bia bapamo na doctor na ya wa free ye se chinchina achia wo beka wenya manyosem Ghana fo na ewo na se so wo kan ho asem speaker say one no bo ma sha wa ide beta no totune abonten ho ba bi na we de ye nto asem ne so ne dom kuma no so de se dabi o ma kwa ne enyomu nua ne mpie kura de sansa so mo kan onya aboni bia enti akofa ho ye kakra aba mra shebedwam ho enna mra shebedwam dom kasere bado dani ona mahama yaraga cheze se de fie ho se ho ne de ese omutu asetan header ampa omutu header enai wamoko asetena no speaker ngazanga togbi tujujagu eno waretena edwam right honorable abansema Kase3 6Pm eno obetena edwam eno watche se eno asem asiye wo first deputy speaker Benard here for eno afe honorable na ya free ye entam no nyade obia abata mono bona na ya free ye se ene committee we fraw ene committee we so ene kokko yi hwane na dabi nyasa no mbe ya asem no dabi di obaya ni se empanifo mo wo mra hyebedwam honom afenu ni nyina empanifo de da no na chese wo mbetena se nkonwa na asemo o masiesie na ya kamanti we no wantam obia amfane nko ba bia committee bia so yente speaker right honorable abansema Kase3 6Pm.
Honorable members, I don't need to talk to you about the powers of the speaker. They are clearly stated in the law. If you read the Parliament Act 1965 and the standing orders of the House, they are actually colossal. And if fully applied, could be of serious danger to the career progression of members of parliament. But I'll just say this, that Shakespeare taught all of us that even a dog is obeyed in office. When we sit here, we are not saints, we are not infallible. And there is good reason why we are called right honorable, and you are called only honorable. The speaker, however the situation, is always right on the floor. When it's wrong, the law has given you the opportunity as to how to come back to the same floor to prove that he was wrong. So please, I repeat, even a dog is obeyed in office. I want honorable members to take this in good faith. I know in the light of these events and in defense of the institutional integrity of Parliament, I refer to the conduct of the honorable member for Effidiase Asokore. This is not a matter to be referred to any committee. It's a matter that I've discussed with leadership and we've agreed that it should be resolved. And we will resolve it here openly for all of us to be guided so that in future we don't fall foul to these rules. I have reviewed the records, I have listened to the leaders, and I think in the interest of all of us, particularly our rules, the order of the House, discipline and mutual respect, I want to call on all of us to do what is proper. We should not unilaterally override our rules, undermine authority, or obstruct the due process. They endanger not only the legitimacy of our work, but they also undermine the authority, the relevance, and value of Parliament, and more importantly, the very survival of our democracy. I want all members, including myself, to recommit ourselves to the values of dialogue, accountability, and the rule of law.
Mrashebedwamo chamehene enie wase ompeso obekai mrashebedwafo no tumia Speaker ekura omunim deda na Shakespeare kra kire omubibise say the kramanpo esi eyi dibia bia esese ebuno kramanpo erensi ba bia esese ebuno ya man kraman dibia yebuno enti enye bibia hunu binti ne fra omunko onu abone de right asoso echese say speaker no asembia obedi wo efie ho bia oye right esese oka na ubi ugina ba bi na kaso speaker mo kere wankari ya sabre fie on ma na be kire ne ntia o ka se speaker wankani ya na so oye wrong bra ho na be ka enu mu no o chese de sie enra no o refer honorable na your free ye as fiase asokore mra shebedwani enko ba bia committee bia so ne mpanifo da afanu ni nyina no akasa mo nyina agi atum sese so mu siesie nti o be siesie no fie ho a bedwasere de ho no ma ankwacha kokwa bia mu no mo nyina de o ma no atum no ma siesie ne kama no chi en wo ka kire mra shebedwafo no se me anso kura me ka ho bi se ya ha ya wo mra ya didi dwuma ofia ye hwe sa mra no ye musu na fei ye mfa ni die ema ye ho speaker eno no eno chi ena mra shebedwamo dom kasere ba no dani honorable Muhammad Yarega eda speaker se enti no.
It is basically what the rules say that you can do or not do in this chamber. And when people are trying to insist on the rules, please let it not be presented as if there is an attack on one side of the house. It's just the rules. It's simply the rules. Rules may make provision for us to make concessions, but those concessions must be willingly made. They cannot be coerced. They cannot be forced on anybody. It has to be negotiated and willingly made. If the evidence is that there is no willingness to make those concessions, we must continue as dictated by the rules. So, Mr. Speaker, you have a long business today, and so I will not repeat any of the things that you have already said. I believe in this chamber, you remain a fountain of wisdom, sagacity, and knowledge of the rules, and we'll continue to learn from you and to be guided by you. And I thank you very much for giving us this ruling without penalizing any member of this House. Your magnanimity is appreciated. Clearly, there were very serious and egregious breaches of the rules.
Honorable Majority Leader, clearly it's not the understanding of the House that you proceed along that journey. So you just conclude. Please don't chip away my powers. I have to decide whether he should withdraw or he should leave it at that. Not any of you. So please desist from going in that direction and then conclude.
Mr. Speaker, you yourself said you will not punish. You clearly said that you will not punish. And that is what I'm commending you and thanking you for. To say you will not punish is to admit that there was a punishable conduct. So I'm just commending you.
Majority
I'm
Leader.
just commending you for not punishing.
Majority
I'm just thanking
Leader.
you, Mr. Speaker.
Please.
I'm just thanking you, Mr. Speaker.
Please. I know you very well. Sometimes you see.
So, Mr. Speaker, I'm just thanking you. I'm just thanking you. I'm just appreciating you, Mr. Speaker. My Nigerian friends say I'm just appreciating you, Mr. Speaker.
Na shebe jamadam kumano bano dani honorable Muhammad Yarega nochi ena Mr. Modom Kase ne ba no deni dom kuma ne ba no deni ayo honorable Alexander Fenyoma ke ono so da ase ne bi wo wieye an wo kyese omo nyina aye busua ba ko ntie ya wo mo emfa obuo ememe mo ho.
Mr. Speaker, I conclude by reiterating your call on us to have patience. I would add tolerance. We are here as a family, and I recall Right Honorable Do Ajahu when in 2013 we had orientation at Gimpa. He shared with us his own experience as an MP with fire in his belly when they saw the Honorable J.H. Mensah, the minority leader of the MPP side at the time, that he was quite combatant, only to realize that after sitting, he and the Speaker, the Right Honorable DFN, were in the office enjoying some good whiskey. And he told them that you young men, you think we are here to fight. We are not fighting. We discuss ideas. And it changed his perception about his attitude towards colleagues opposite him in the chamber. The Speaker, for me, I believe that we don't just come here as parliamentarians, but we come here to build friendship and relationship. And Mr. Speaker, I believe that it is that friendship and relationship that earn you that your enviable position. We may not be happy that you assume the chair in the 8th Parliament, but it's because of relationship that perhaps got some people to believe that, oh, that is our friend, let's entrust in him the powers of speakership. So I want to enjoy and encourage colleagues that no matter what, the Speaker has called upon us to have patience. I am adding tolerance to it. We may disagree, but that is the beauty of politics. We cannot always agree. Let's disagree, but be measured in the language we use even when we disagree. Mr. Speaker, we cannot all be perfect. We are never perfect. We make mistakes. I make mistakes. But we should be committed to the national interest and know that today we may be to your left, tomorrow we may be to your right. I want to thank you once again for the fatherly approach you've adopted.
I tell you, I'm not sure you're more than Commander Barney Denny or for Alexander Fenyoma.
Yanko, a 24 and Kabuko Guta, a Kachenefa was and say Montamuha. And a day 24 or more penny down, no more original chairman. Ora Anthony Kwaku upon any deal menim Emma or more Ekosra Kumasime your honorable Richard or for re my boy Deacon Zuba Ewo Natana no moko ye ninada and it's a brat KME Ebe Bosso Eba you munya kwa command tirimqua enti dedika moko ye e command tirimqua se wanyasa post ya oba besom kumasema no mu wiye eno mo sanso ede tato nsema hodro ne nema hodro a ekoso awo mo adwadifo entem asantema ntamu ha ha dwen ye pa mo wiye no mo se titiri ye kajetia central market project no omo sre service to ne beya kinzu banfona no ntum bi ne kontem ne wie ma adwadifo na omunya kwan enkotena se enko toa omo adwade so mo wiye no mo ka mita ho nsem ne afei kajetia market fa bia eja ne no 2023 no abesi ne panifo siesie wiye no ni nyina omoka ho asem omoka omakwan ho asem ne race course so ha hodro wo ho ne abinchi edwom yentie sede omopanya odi wo mani mom regional chairman Ora Anthony Kwaku opon ejina adwadifo nyina na mu edo mo ha etokuma semeyo enim
any power back so street say na buy so be the condition them say do na clinical fees to central market e bubu no abanda da nti nti ade se dia pra ya de to enu se amode fufu bia wuti dia wem ahwe amu ma pe le na mai because apart from mo stores ni shops wo market ni mu na e ni padodo na fa oni shop ni hwe ba so ne ma pampa de bio sorry ai na focus no wonne mu benu no no nyina no aduane e benu free wo safo ni nyina ne ma ye no bi wo chebu bi si pepe di kwana be bia no no so kakra ka no nyina no aduane safo ni nyina so ahwere o mo tran bia eno ka ho ana ma condition wo street ni nyina na abai nti e best say awon di fu dia bai ma ba mu bi shim en mo ni ye bi tu e sai bana ma se ni pa no do ma mo so me nyina bia so am say no bia so ye kwa be ama doka ne o chu aka no ne yan ye mu tu fi ya de no e bi tu e fi on mama je no ni accident di kan pa ne to su ye Dubai
I'm saying very few baby no na me send ya that to session baby no so this the 1960 one ti also you just say the for do money be show na it we see my na ba na so en Kenya some to the government training to see very see them the meter ba the go be meter ma no see see do on ma see if be service charge they discuss kaka no you gadgets on in shop me so go ba ko pe ana radio ba ko pe no yes ya chiska yes me say ni panitua em say ejie du eginya enti no so e be pese en monimu ya mo tuye bit me from eginya so bia be ga lita na la bia ka be ga ba ko bit me acha mo dan say bank ko na mo so ni so yes di service charge ba na e discover ka na ba no say emu bia o mo fe susaro eni akasifo no tua e ko na habit ye no so be say ana mo tuye me ko be ko fa ma ya na condition na konso France ye risk of any family or one man on the ground so mo bibi ba ma ye amo fi won the one ye bi na baby part je ko ko mama mo si to so a so ba ko a bi say no condition no so sanity
ene ati ye ya sante matam jemtran dima adwodifo enkabo ko guta ora Anthony Kwaku ponu achi era kumasi meya wonimonya for Richard ofori ajumai buadi Zuba wono so da gutafoi ase so ma besra no afehye omobo se ha wodo maka nyino behye asom na watu ho anamo
the last time I was just come on, it was April 2020. I was came on 25 million euro. Then some councils can let them own calculate the Russia. I'm ready to be no GG pass in the first week of Lana Canadian Star. The Sas cannot buy a home Sadia, or much was over in 2 years. I also can say in 2 years. So they are telling example kind of for any place that you want to put in new be a extra conversation. I did a cat here by a toss will be a baby I was here to know which right now because the common estimate now you a car you don't walk Sunday to marry inside I'm not catching the casting yeah and then be a share one of the affected fast stretch the fish will be cut from a very affected because I affected the integrity of the body. Jack, these are the fish will be cut from the year estimates on their mind. The second phase to Kenya, 1 year. Innovations but a year you may the second phase to third phase or third. Second phase in more first phase one. Big man and take I was by the alcohol. Yeah, if you see man, okay, from my film, Sana, you two Sana, and Joe, yes, to his number. They are factored their car to his two. They are here, and they say, Now, it's my yes, I was a one or fair affecting holding. They means that will be also a young come so few. They also a young come also. I only have a big also later. Many people say, at what point you be out of it. There's no you and quiet.
And yet, a Kumase Mayor Irakin Zuba.
Ya talk seven Sonia ransom from Obra 2024 but no corner we no akwatia de no kokoye bibia wo ho ni nyina ne se NDC amanyoko nipa ogina edema wo mo sabra no kire se na honorable NS yakumi yes abre na wadi nkunim abato komisa so wadi nkunim no so mo nyintum enti ansa so ne ho so wo ye mrahye bedwani mo de asem kra akokofo dua high court ama court no so eche ne contempt esanse honorable NS yakumi akomrahye bedwam kofie wo abre asem no na ehye court a na NDC fo no chese ye gazette result no kra papa we di mirika akwaso ne ho sase mrahye bedwani mrahye bedwafie enti o mo de for the high court no and high court no ede eye contempt ewe no se efi saada no ekro no onso no ho so se wo ye mrahye bedwani biem kopembra asem no won bedi ede ewe ne so aloya for asabra no mugina mu ede ema honorable NS yakumi ya wura gali ni mako mafo edi animo wɔn so apagya asɛm no ade firikofo de high court wo ade kɔma supreme court so onka bi ma wɔn san sɛ de high court ne ka no enya de sɛ wɔn te aso wɔn wuru ne sɛ asɛm ne mu oduma high court so wɔbɛka enti na wɔn de kɔdan ɛyɛ supreme court ne nei supreme court akwasetena ɛna wɔkyɛ so high court na asɛm no wɔka yɛ no wɔkyekyere contempt de so a ɛnabo ɛnɛsi akome no abo ato agu afɛn so sɛ high court no na ɛwɔ ne tim sɛ wɔbɛtwe ɛnɛsi akome aso ɛno nso saa so twen no supreme court so sɛ ɔhyɛ high court sɛ mane fa mane biem sɛ deɛ ɛna honorable ɛnɛsi akome betumi anante atoso ne ho so akɔbra hyɛ badwa fie adi ne ho dwuma ama ne manfo sɛ mra hyɛ badwani edema omafo ya womo ewo akwatia na asenie no eba na wiye no na honorable Ernest Yakumi na lawyer fo ni mu baako eche se omani ajepa ewo ruling na Supreme Court ede eba ye no omani ajepa say wo mo client no ne ho assign kra lawyer ni awokasa ye no ede ema ye a lawyer fo wo mo gina mu ede ama honorable Ernest Yakumi no dana Kwame Redu intino.
By decision of 4-1 today, the Supreme Court has agreed with Council Nimako and said that the contempt application, its hearing, and the subsequent conviction on it all has been quashed. So as we speak right now, Ernest Yakumi remains the MP, the elected and valid MP of the good people of Akwete. On the second issue was the matter of the petition itself. On that, the court said that the judge, the learned trial court judge in Kofredia, can no longer sit on that matter because his conduct has shown that he should not be allowed to continue sitting on the matter. So even though he may go back to Kofredia, but he won't be the judge to sit on the substantive matter.
Thank you.
But our main contention at the Supreme Court was that the contempt, its hearing, it's the conviction subsequent to the contempt, the sentencing. If you remember, there were even attempts to have Ernest Yakumi arrested, Honorable MP. All has been quashed by the Supreme Court. So as we speak right now, Honorable Ernest Yakumi remains the MP of the good people of Akwete.
So that the injunction itself also has been quashed. I'm referring to the injunction that was granted on June 6th ahead of the June 7th.
Yes, it was stayed. The bench warrant was stayed by the Supreme Court to abide the ruling today. So as at now, per the ruling of the Supreme Court today, no bench warrant exists. So everything has been quashed. He's a free man. He will continue his good work as an
lawyer Adema Honorable Ernest Yakumi, lawyer Kwame Redu ni atine kano bibia injunction o arrest warrant to den oni nyina Supreme Court no se wabo ni nyina atu aguma so twa na die ni mo ba ni nyina afekro akache Kofodi High Court ne se emane ntena sem ne so kura mpo bi petition ne kura mane ntena so bi sana eye lawyer na Kwame Redu echeche mu ede eche nsehwefo enu achi na eye Akwatia NDC parliamentary candidate no ono so ne lawyer Bernard Bediakon enso kasa no che se Supreme Court akasa de na so asem na nkasa petition nkasa poten de asem ni nguye o mo sa no mo hu no yetie no.
Essentially, what we heard from the Supreme Court, the petition stands, the matter would go on unabated, but essentially it is the contempt that had that decision of the 4-1 majority decision. So we will go back and then we await the reasoning, and then we will advise our clients on the next way. That notwithstanding, there is still a valid petition, which, because you will recall that the trust of their case was that there was no Gazette notification, and that has been the trust of it. Today, the court has dismissed that application. Essentially, what the Supreme Court is saying is that there was actually a valid Gazette notification, and so there is still a petition, so to speak, a valid one against the Ernest Yakumi. And so we will go back and then advise our client, but there is a valid petition against them, we pursue it.
And a lawyer Bernard Bediakon Beidu. Yejani semiso na nyumre isamodo asamo for ofalasa na koja abobo ano eresuma ye no iri nyina esi na asia akwama newsroom adwuma for your reporters o mabodwuma oba newsroom akwama fori aboje e wa afia mache e ka ho na abone na mayen yesamo for your ofalasa na koja abo DJ Bulasi wo double fashion center no wona chinchim fuma no asom yen na ye social media ne de Kelvin AK na nanipa ono ene hwe social media no eso agenkan fa nwumere yi eyeme mrantie nuaba maame efomwa kafena mene
Ajwa nyako